The Chicago Bears take on the Indianapolis Colts in week 3. So let's talk about the matchup and give you guys my preview and a prediction at the very end for that. So stick around. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, hit that subscribe button down below. You don't want to miss out on the daily content. Hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so we are on to week 3. All right. I know there's a lot of doom and gloom here in Bears land, but we are still 1-1 after 2 games, which is what I predicted, which is probably what a lot of Bears fans predicted. So, got a lot of football left, folks. A lot of football left. All right, let's dive into it. So, as we always do, let's start with the numbers here. The Bears taking on the Colts here on the road in Indy. They are 1-point favorites here, being the Colts. That is, and that basically tells me that if the Bears were at home, they would be favored. Usually you get about a 3-point, line if you are the home team, but the Colts only have a 1-point line here. Basically a pick 'em. That's what Vegas is telling you because the Colts are 0-2, all right? So the over-under is set at 43.5, so a little bit on the lower side here. But yeah, man, let's talk about the Colts here in a little bit more detail. 0-2 on the year. 2 losses, 1 to the Texans. No shame in that. A close one, 29-27. But this is the stinker right here. The second game was a 16-10 loss to the Packers without Jordan Love. So they lost to Malik Willis, which could easily go down as their worst loss of the season just based off the circumstances. I mean, credits to the Packers for getting that job done, but I think the Colts just flat out wet the bed here. That should have never happened. They should have never lost to the Packers without Jordan Love. So that one stings for them for sure. So yeah, they're 0-2 on the season, folks, all right? And when we're talking about my keys here, we got to start with the first one, which is so damn glaring. The Colts have been run on like crazy. This is the worst rushing defense in football through 2 games. I know, small sample size, but boy, oh boy, it is bad. So just how bad has it been for the Colts? Well, through 2 games, the starting running backs for the opposing teams, Joe Mixon in the first game for the Texans ran for 159 rushing yards on 30 carries. And then in the second game, Josh Jacobs ran for 151 rushing yards on 32 carries. So yeah, it's bad, all right? So the first key is very simple. This is a run funnel. Run the damn football. Now, that's easier said than done for the Bears, who have DeAndre Swift, who has not looked great through 2 games. But we don't have to use one guy and run him 30 times. We can go ahead and use a committee here. Let's get Khalil Herbert involved. Let's get Roschon Johnson involved, please. Can we get a downhill runner? Stop running on the outside, all right? Let's just play some smash mouth football in this game against a team that can't stop the damn run and run it down their throat. All right, that's what I want in this game, to run the football. And hey, maybe that is what is needed to help Caleb Williams, because he has had no sort of help in terms of the offensive line, in terms of the run game, just none of that, all right? So run the football. Like I said, I want Herbert and Roschon involved. I don't want DeAndre Swift getting the ball 30 times. Like, Swift's vision isn't great, all right? Again, he's a good pass-catching back, and he can make some explosive plays at times, but for the most part, like, he is not the runner that Josh Jacobs is or Joe Mixon is. So I want a good distribution between these 3 guys. But yeah, man, Herbert and Roschon, they should be able to run all over this team as well. So please, Shane Waldron, I'm imploring you to utilize the running attack down the middle in the I formation. Just run it down the Colts' throat. I promise you this will help your quarterback and your offense a lot. All right, so the second key in this game is going to be, when we're talking about the Bears defense and dealing with the Colts offense, is keeping Anthony Richardson in the pocket here. I'm going to tell you guys straight up, Anthony Richardson, I want him to try to beat us versus having Jonathan Taylor run on us, okay? Anthony Richardson through 2 games has 3 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He's very turnover prone. He threw 3 picks against the Packers, okay? If you keep him in the pocket, I'll take my chances. When he's on the run, he is really, really good, and I don't want him to do that. His sort of forte is the explosive runs and the explosive down the field plays. You stop those 2, you stop Anthony Richardson. So to me, that's really what it is. Just be disciplined here. Keep him in the pocket. I know our pass rush hasn't been great, but I trust our secondary a lot. And as far as the weapons for the Colts on the outside, I mean, Michael Pittman, really more of a slot guy at this point, doesn't really challenge teams down the field. Alec Pierce is really their guy that does that. And, I trust my secondary against a guy like Alec Pierce. So to me, you have that. You have A.D. Mitchell. No one really scares me here outside of Jonathan Taylor. So if Jonathan Taylor gets going downhill, that's when I'm afraid here. So I don't want that. So keep A-Rich in the pocket. Let him beat you. Don't let Jonathan Taylor beat you. That's the second key right there. Overall, folks, I got to tell you, I think this is the game where the offense turns it around, okay? I told you about them against the run and their weakness there. But not only that, they just lost their best defensive lineman in DeForest Buckner, who's going on IR. So he has basically generated all their pressure. So Caleb should not be under duress this game nearly as much as he was against the Texans or the Titans. So I'm expecting a relatively clean pocket here, unless our offensive line just completely collapses, which is very likely. But I'm expecting that we have a relatively clean pocket for Caleb. Certainly better than it's been the first 2 weeks. And so Caleb will be able to have time to deliver the football on time to his guys. And hopefully Keenan Allen's back for this one. Rome's good to go. And, obviously you got DJ Moore there. You got the tight end. So the offense should be at full strength. No pressure in terms of, or little to no pressure from the Colts defensive line here. And then we're talking about running the football. So this is the bounce back game for the offense. I'm predicting the offense to play the best it's been through 3 weeks. And yes, I am expecting the Bears to get it done here against a Colts team that is 0-2 and coming off a bad loss to the Packers, all right? If we can't beat them after the Packers beat them with Malik Willis, we got issues here, all right? So give me the Bears to win this one, 24-21. Gave Indy a little bit more there in terms of the points because they're at home, so it's going to be a little bit tougher there. But yeah, man, I got the Bears by a field goal in this one. Let me know what you guys think. Do you have the Bears winning this game? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.